What's going on, y'all? My name is Joltich, and today we are back again with some more Smogon Champions League action. This time between Bouli and Toadow. Um, both brought, well, one brought a very interesting team. Bouli brought much more standard-looking team. Um, you got some Shelder Why Not going on. That's quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. There is a pawn though, and that's like the main stuff. Shelder's not winning this game basically. In fact, I don't even think Why Not can trap anything Shelder needs to be trapped. It's very interesting. I wonder what the thought process behind the Why Not is actually. Um, well, okay. Let me not say Shelder's not winning this game. Shelder is gonna have a hard time winning this game between the Staryu and the Pawniard. But we open up, it's Mudbray in versus Coughing. Coughing obviously does not like that matchup. But Tadaw's going to play it safe, go right for the Earthquake. I think that's a fair play. In comes Natu. Natu doesn't really threaten a Oko on Mudbray with any of its moves. Even if it ran Giga Drain for whatever reason, it's not really that scary for it. And Heavy Slam does a decent amount, not too much though. Natu's just gonna roost on an Earthquake, does a little bit more. So long as Natu's not being crit, it can kind of roost off this damage. Gets a nice Spadef drop here as Mudbray goes for another Heavy Slam. I expect a roost on incoming pawn. That's exactly what goes down. Natu's got some health left. These guys are playing quick. Natu returns out a pawn into Fu. There's a Fungus who's going to eat the knock, as you'd expect here. Those rocks are going to make it difficult for Natu to come into this thing. And I wonder if there is sleep fodder on Bouli's team otherwise. It doesn't look like it necessarily. I mean, there's no like obvious answer. There could be like a sleep talk, coughing or whatever, or something along those lines, but nothing jumps out to me at this point, at least. Fu's gonna U-turn out again. Not really sure what into. Natu could for the sleep, but doesn't exactly want to eat a Sludge Bomb. It will probably live the Sludge Bomb, I think, but you're going to be forced to roost, and then the pawn's going to be back in and stuff. Though there's definitely potential for progress to be made following that line. Bouli's definitely trying to think about what the best course of action to go for is. He does got the Natu. Natu doesn't live. That's highly unfortunate for Bouli. I'm gonna play my LPL game after this game. So Natu goes down and Bouli's on the back foot a bit. Out comes Pawn. Pawn is probably gonna fire off an Iron Head, I guess. I mean, Tadao can go to his own pawn or his Mienfu here fairly easily. He'd even go Mudbray if he wanted to. I don't think he would, but he's definitely got options for it. This Fungus can be mildly annoying for Bouli's team for sure. See. It's gonna be an Iron Head. It could be rocks. It is just rocks, and he's gonna let the pawn go to sleep. I don't completely hate. I don't hate it. Out comes Fu on an incoming Mudbray. Don't think high jump kick will kill, and I'm not sure fake out into high jump kick does either. But I don't think Mudbray kills Fu from here. Necessarily either. So it's rocks pawn, which means it's like either I would assume 4 attack Mudbray. Could be Rest Talk Mudbray. Um, that's a set. Or it was in Sun and Moon, at least. I haven't seen a ton of it in Sword and Shield, but I'm just too surprised. High Jump Kick does a cool 32 to Fungus. Luckily, Bouli doesn't have to worry about sacking something to sleep this time, but he's going to U-turn out of there into Coughing. Going to deny that regen, which means Fungus dies upon... Well, if he didn't synth there, Fungus would have died upon the next rock switch, and I believe. But, that's not a big deal. Out comes Why Not, in what I assume is just a sack, because obviously Coughing isn't trapped by this thing with the neutralizing gas. Out comes Mudbray on Bouli's own Mudbray. Fair play. And Bouli's Mudbray is either going to win a speed tie or be scarfed and fire off a nice and powerful Earthquake, taking out the opposing Mudbray. Ooh, very unfortunate HJK miss. Is going to mean Mienfu goes down as well. Mudbray's collected 2 in 2 turns. That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Fungus is still at 60. But knocked, and I'm not sure that lives a it's at 60 but knocked, and I'm not sure that lives a Earthquake at this point. It might. Mudbray is a strong Pokemon, to be sure. That 100 base attack, but that's a calc I feel like I should know, but I didn't play a ton of SM either, so it's tough. Out comes Why Not. Why Not does trap this thing. Yep. Down goes Mudbray. Okay, so Why Not did something. That's cool. That's very cool. Staryu comes out. I was about to say I'd love to see a Staryu. I would have tried to get a spin kill there, to be honest, but I could see Why Not going for the Encore there. You don't want to get locked in at that point. Ugh. And I'm yawning a lot in this video. This is actually later on in the day too. So I don't know what that's about. Out comes Fungus on a predicted Mienfu. It's gonna eat a Hydro Pump instead, and I mean it will get this regen, but it will get the regen at least. But down goes Pawniard to the crit. Hydro Pump. Not sure how much that mattered. Staryu's kind of strong. It may have mattered. But thing is that Staryu's still healthy enough, and there's still a pawn who hasn't burned any turns of sleep, so it might be able to. If it gets like a crit or on that. Oh no, it doesn't need a crit. Down goes Staryu. Okay. Now comes Mienfu. Mienfu's gonna have the fake out, fast to fake out though, so that's unfortunate. U-turn kill. Wow. Not the cleanest game of all time, but Bouli's going to pick up his first win. I think this was both players' first appearance in one of Smogon's premier tournaments, like SCL. So at least in LC. So not the best debut game, but Bouli's going to be very happy with the win for sure. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I will try to catch the rest of the games this week. As well. Left we have Lily AC versus Decay for sure, and I can't remember the other game. cannot remember the other. Oh, and KSG versus DDS. So I'll try to bring those to you live as well. But if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.